The chains we cling to. I was 5 when I first saw the picture of white Jesus hanging in Big Mama's living room. His blue eyes looked down at us while we said grace over Sunday neck bones and cornbread, and nobody questioned it. Not even when we lived in a world where cops could break a man's spine and walk away, or where the preacher screamed about tithes while kids went hungry. I grew up loving Jesus because I was told to. He was supposed to save us, even though nobody could. Say why we were still waiting. They told us to forgive, to turn the other cheek, to pray for deliverance. They told us heaven was coming, if only we suffered quietly. But one night, sitting by the graves of people I never met, the ancestors spoke. You think he came for you? They whispered in the wind, rustling the sweet grass. You think the same God they used to whip our backs and rape our mothers is your salvation? I saw them then, my ancestors, chained but unbroken, singing songs in a tongue I could not understand, but my blood remembered. They did not wait for salvation. They fought. They survived. They remembered the drum, the river, the moon, the earth. They remembered who they were. Child, they said, you traded your name for his. You traded our stories for their scriptures. I thought about every time I bowed my head, calling on a God who looked nothing like me, in a faith used to justify our enslavement, about how Massa prayed over our ancestors before selling them, about how we still knelt under crosses they hung over us like reminders of who was in control, and I realized every hallelujah was a silencing of the songs we used to sing. Every prayer was a shackle we put on ourselves. Long after the physical chains were gone, my people survived the Middle Passage. The lash, the auction block, the lie of freedom, only for me to willingly kneel before the God of our oppressors. It hit me then. Believing in Jesus wasn't faith, it was fear. It was Stockholm Syndrome dressed in Sunday best. It was selling out the drum for a hymn. And so, that night, I let go of Jesus. I poured water on the ground for those who came before me. I spoke to them, and they spoke back. I called on the spirits of the land, the spirits of the river, the spirits of the ancestors. I felt power ripple through me, the power they tried to beat out of us, because I will not sell out my ancestors for a heaven I may never see, because I will not worship at the feet of the God they used to enslave us, because freedom is remembering who we were before they told us who we had to be.